Hi there, welcome to the cloud. Let's play some Disney Sorcerer's Arena. I will see you over there. Hi there my friends, and welcome to the cloud. Yes, we are going for a journey into the unknown to unlock Elsa now in this new event, and that is exactly what it is. And it's a bit of an unknown because it's a new kind of event. It's not tiered as such like it has been with previous events. They are going for an all new kind of format, and I guess this is what they would be calling the first legendary character, which is pretty fitting. This is obviously Elsa from the Frozen franchise, and if we head straight on into that right here, we're going to see exactly what I'm talking about here. So earn Elsa characters tokens in this seasonal event, and here we go. So this new structure, it's as long as this along with this new kind of visual overlay, we're going sideways here now. So you can see from the top, it's you will get, when you finish this top tier, you'll get 100 tokens here, which is exactly how many tokens you need to bring yourself up from star 6. And if we keep on heading on down, that is 85 and 65. So basically every time you clear one of these levels on Into the Unknown, you will go up a star level. So that they're making it nice and simple for you there, and it will unlock at 145. If you click Elsa here, we'll see Elsa will actually unlock at 145 tokens. So that is a 5-star unlock, and she will be a full 5-star as soon as you manage to get her going, when you manage to get up to this tier 5 here. But realistically, for your average free-to-play player, this is not something that is going to be probably obtainable for you the first go around. So this is definitely going to slow down progress for free-to-play players trying to get these characters. They have obviously put the rest of the Frozen characters out there into the rest of the game in various modes, which makes them a little more accessible, but those dropped only about a week ago now. So if you have been grinding those in those various areas, which we'll have a look at in a second, you basically are only going to have enough to meet these requirements on the first two. You'll need Sven basically for your first level here. Now Sven at 1 star is going to be fine because Sven in the game unlocks at 2 stars. And then for this next level up here, you're going to need Sven and Kristoff, which is fine because Kristoff unlocks at 3 stars. Your issue is going to be start when you hit this wall here on level 3, you're going to need Olaf as well, and being that Sven and Olaf are both obtainable through Grand Campaign, you're going to have to split your focus here. And because Sven only unlocks at 2 star, unless you've saved up some gems and are willing to drop a few of those on some packs or actually pay cash money to get higher up, for your average free-to-play player, this is it. This is probably the max you're going to get first time around. So want to be completely clear here and give you a realistic view of how this new event structure for legendary characters is going to go. You're going to be prepping for this a long time and hoping that it comes back around soon, but this now being tagged as a seasonal event, we have no idea what the rotation is and how long it's going to be before they come back. So you may be Elsa-less for a long time here, but hopefully when it does come back, that'll have given you a chance to get your other characters up to speed. So if we head on back here to my collection, which you guys have probably been doing as well, just over a week ago they dropped Sven and Kristoff into the game, and as you can see from grinding regular Grand Campaign energy, I didn't really start burning a lot of this Grand Campaign energy because I'm low on gems and I haven't had a chance to grind some out and tap joy for a while. So I did do a couple of days when I put a few extra into Sven, and I've only just managed to get him over the line and get him unlocked, which we'll do in a second. And then if we come down here to my Kristoff, he also is grindable in some nodes, but he unlocks at 3 stars, so that he takes 50 full tokens to get him to unlock, but then he unlocks at 3 star. He's in a few more places. If we go to find here, we'll see that he is available on 2 elite nodes. So he's in one for the heroes and one for the one for the villains, and he is on node 3D and 3A for both of those. So he's in the 3 region, and also he's available from your club exchange store. So if you've got a good club going, shows the importance of really having a good club, being able to grind out these tokens for the exchange store with your club, then you will have been collecting from there as well. So a combination of that, if you can see, we'll see if we can get the last 3 that I need just from doing these nodes, and you can kind of get an idea of how the drop rates have been going. So we got 2 there, so with 3 shots at this, we're pretty much going to get over the line here. And there it is. Oh, we actually got 3 out of that one there. So drop rates have been reasonably good. I wouldn't say they've been bad or they've been tuned down or anything since they've gone for this format for releasing these new characters. And obviously I'm going to go ahead and get these 3 as well. So this is realistically the only way you're going to be able to grind free to play to get these characters as high up as possible before the end of the event. But what they have done, which is nice, so in a way not the most free to play friendly. I mean, it's a legendary character, it's a new event, it's obviously the new chase team in the game and these characters. So even though the event in itself is not the most free to play friendly, they have given at least the opportunity for those of you who have ground out some gems or saved up some gems. There is an actual gem pack which will help you progress in this event and towards getting Elsa. And as you can see here, it's a chance. You could potentially, this is that big gamble thing, the odds are really, really low, but you could potentially get a full 7-star unlock of one of these characters by just getting a full 330 tokens out of this pack. And the way this pack works is it'll cost you 1,800 gems. And if you look over here at the odds, you'll get all this other stuff. You'll get some nice coinage, and you'll get some of these alpha ability runes and some level up potions, not the most important, and some low level gear. But the most important is this first card here. That's what all these other cards are for. There's all those extra stuff. You only get 1 shot at these characters, but 10% chance, just under 10% chance that you will be getting 25 tokens a time. Then after that, the next lowest set of odds drops to just below 5%, and then you're more likely to get 20 tokens. So those are the main ones you want to look at. After that, obviously it just keeps dropping down. So the lower percentage goes, the less tokens you're likely to get. So at least that's reasonably generous. It remains to be seen if they play out that way. And then obviously when you get to around 9 tokens in terms of low percentages, then the even lower percentages, obviously where it's going to come in, where you would get these stupidly high amounts of tokens. And at this point, they're all under 1% chance of that. And but at least right here at the bottom, you've got a 0.01% chance of getting the absolute lowest you can get, which is 8. But that's kind of a non-thing at this point. I'd be very surprised and be so unlucky if you actually got an 8. If you did, comment down below, because I have to know if anyone was unlucky enough for that to happen. And the chance of getting the full unlock is, you know, it's barely 0.25% there. So not really worth looking at the higher ones. That's just going to be the lucky person who gets those. But in reality, you're looking at these, and you're looking at between 20 and 25 more than likely most often out of these. So it's a decent amount if you got enough gems and you need to get yourself there. The only problem is you don't know which ones you're going to get. It's a 1 shot at this, and it is 1 set for 1 character that you will get for this. So if you're really targeting Olaf to get him because you've managed to get Kristoff and Sven, you may be in a little trouble there, because that's just not gonna happen. You won't get a choice. At which point then you're going to have to come over here and decide if you want to spend those individual packs on these. And your gems at 800, it's reasonably the same amount of odds for these, except this time you can target specific characters that you want. So this is the only thing you get out of these packs. There's no extras, but it's your typical thing that we've seen from these kind of packs before. The odds are pretty much the standard set of odds you get. You're more than likely going to get 9 or 10 at around 50% for 9 and around 40% for 10. And then they just drop a lot after that. So the more than likely pull is you're gonna average 9 to 10 out of these packs. But then you are guaranteed to get that character. So that's up to you to decide if you have those gems handy. If not, then obviously your only other option as a non-free-to-play player would be to buy these straight up cash packs, and there are plenty of them. There is one for each character. Usually these packs, when restoring the Incredibles, each pack, usually there was 70 Canadian and 50 US. So this here is going to be 40 Canadian. So I'm going to assume that's around 30 US. So it's a little less. So they're not quite marquee characters, although some of these, as we've seen from testing, have been awesome. So a little cheaper there if you're straight up cash buying, but what we're really focusing on here is the free-to-play aspect. There's this giant bundle here for $140. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon unless I get myself some more free gift cards. But yeah, so that is the general breakdown of everything you need to know about negotiating your way through this event as a free-to-play player. So if we actually go into the event now, actually I need to get my characters ready for this. So hopefully I can do it from this screen in here. So required characters is right there, and we have Sven that we can unlock. So a little bit of an unlock video going on here right now. So there he goes, rearing up and ready to go. I'm gonna leave him at base level just to see what happens in the event. In case you're short on resources, we'll see how far we can get without actually having to put anything into them. So if we go back here, and we should also be wanting to unlock Kristoff, which he's not here for. Oh, he'd be over here in the second one because he's required for that. So 55 of 50, so we're going to get a nice 3-star unlock here. Not as excited as Sven. A little fist pump there, and that's all you get. But as we know, reindeers are better than people. So there we go, Kristoff. So we got those two ready to go, and they are set. So we can go ahead and have a go at these first two. So what do we need to know about this? Defeat the Arendelle memory soldiers. Soldiers can purge helpful effects and deal bonus damage per charge. And it's recommending level 15 and gear tier 2 and 1 star. Obviously at this point, I believe most of you, if you've managed to grind yourself out a few, there he is walking in. If you manage to grind out these characters, you probably know what you're doing in the game, and you're going to have a reasonably good roster at hand. Just because, let's just pick out a few of my not so crazy OP characters. I'm starting to get to the point where I don't really have lower level characters left unless they're like super low level, and I've just unlocked them. So let's put in Mickey, Ariel. My Aladdin's doing a lot better these days, and let's just go ahead and put in Buzz as well, because I think he's the next kind of decent character up. That's a nice round team there. So let's head on in here. Spells, I'm gonna leave my favorite Wild Imagination there, and then Trigger, because that's what most people are gonna have. But more than likely you guys are just gonna put in whatever you have maxed out and clear this. Hopefully this is going to be pretty easy, as most of these events have been, but like I said, this is a new event, a literal journey into the unknown. So let's find out how easy or not this battle is going to be. Ooh, that's why it took so long to load. Got nice little fractals and ice patterns going on all over the place, and it's Is it snowing? I think it's meant to be snow, but they kind of look like more sparkles in the game. So here we go. Okay. Yeah. The actual gameplay of this event, not difficult at all. So if you're short on resources, you don't need to put anything into your Sven. You're probably going to want to anyway, but if you are short and you've been working on this stuff and this event just got sprung on everyone, then yeah, just put in whoever you got, preferably a Mickey with a good AoE, and there we go. That is our first 10 tokens of Elsa right there, and we also got 25 gems. That's nice bonus, and some coins and the usual potion ups. Okay. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what's going to go down now in these next stage here, even though we need them up here. It recommends those kind of levels, as we just saw. Just throwing a Mickey. And actually, you know what? Let's not throw in a Mickey. Let's, for whatever reason, if you just come to the game and you don't have a lot on hand, let's see who else do I have that's kind of lower down. Toy Story characters, let's throw them in because I haven't put much into their gear or anything. And you know what? Got a full set there with Bo Peep, who, as you can see there, didn't have much on her either. Let's see how hard this is now. Okay, we are back in the Ice Palace. Right, so let's try and actually see what these guys do. Let's throw in a carrot to Sven. Even though they are lowly base levels. I like Jesse's little critter thing, and he's taunting anyway, so send him on over. Ooh, that did like virtually no damage. So might be that my Mickey is a lot stronger than I thought. Let's push a little ice block over there with our level 1 Sven and Kristoff, and let's actually, there you go, let's have a little reindeer butt there. Ooh, okay. So you are going to actually have to take in some pretty decent characters or have Sven and Kristoff leveled up a little bit. Oh no, there goes Sven. Okay, we could just blam him with this spell, but let's go back and do this properly. So yeah, after that first one, seemed pretty easy. The second one, even with characters at, they were level 30 something. They were high 30s. It recommends level 20 in gear tier 2. I guess most of those didn't have any gear on them. So let's see if I can find anything closer to that. Because Jesse was, let's see, they're both level 37 except they were like no gear on them whatsoever. So right, closest I got lower down then is going to be the Incredibles, because they're all tier 3 and level 30, because they're still in the same state we had them from the Incredibles event. So that's probably a better option for matching up the requirements for this event too. So there we go, Mr. Incredible. And just in case, I'm going to take in a slightly better spell. You know what? Duke Kaboom all the way. Duke hasn't made an appearance in a while. We likes our Canadian hero right there. And here we go, this time with better characters, and we'll go for our favorite long arm. Let's go for the guy who has the most turn meter, and bam. Oh, there you go. So right, if you meet the requirements there with some half decent characters, it looks like, yes, this is gonna go fairly easily for you. Let's just bubble up, just because that's a fun animation, and we'll taunt up with Mr. Incredible, which I believe is this one. That should protect the rest of these guys. He can take a bit of a punch from these guys and push an ice block. So yeah, I may have to put a little something into these guys if you are only going to be relying on them. Let's avoid the spells and just keep chopping away, just to make sure we know where we're at with the event. Oh no, there goes Fren again. Lost the taunt, but we will get through this, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, if you have the base requirements as stated in the event, it looks like you will get through these fairly easily. There's no faction restrictions that I could see. You can pretty much bring in anyone you want here. I think maybe it was at least heroes. That would be the only restrictions. I don't think you can bring in your villains into this event. But as you can see, if they are approximately where they suggested, you will get through this okay. And even a base level Kristoff is so far surviving. Granted, they haven't really hit him. Well, they have. He's lost a little life there. But, he's getting away with it. Even Violet's about to go down, but here we go. One last guy. I probably could have long-armed him, but even a basic there from Elastigirl, and there you go. So it looks like it's going to be fairly easy, as always, to get through these levels. You just need to bring in the recommended power requirement, and usually you can get away with a little under. So there you go, 15. Sadly, that's not a 2-star unlock. That is only enough tokens to, in theory, 2-star unlock, but as we've seen, Elsa only unlocks as a 5-star legendary. So there it is. That is first look and gameplay. There it is. That is all there is to this. If you are free to play, you will pretty much only get that far. If you've got energy to burn, let's see what Olaf drop rates are like to round out this video, because this one's gone a little long, but you know, a new event and all. I think a slightly longer in-depth review was warranted. So this is what I'm saying. Once you get to this point, you're going to need 50, and there hasn't been enough time. I mean, I guess you got enough to get 50 on Kristoff, but you can also get him from the exchange store. Here you are purely grinding on Grand Campaign energy. But here we go. This is a full refresh worth of energy here, and you're able to get 2. So 2, I mean, I know you can maybe possibly on a Grand Campaign get anything up to maybe 5 as a good pull. So 10 days, unless you're literally pulling 5 a day, you're not really gonna get there. You're gonna have to spend some of this Grand Campaign energy and purchase that. So if you are flush for gems and you do this, let's see if we can get a better one. 2 again. Let's go one more time. I think I got 2 left before that's gonna max out. So you guys know whether you want to invest in this or not, or just wait next time around. And 2 again, and I think we got 1 more. Let's see if this bears out. Last chance to show us something better here. Full refresh, and we got a 3. Okay, so if you use your full recharge, and I guess you can watch those videos, but I don't think it's going to make that much difference, and you're willing to spend the extra 300 gems a day, you're going to walk away with, let's take away the free one. So if you're going to spend the gems, you just spent 300 gems, and we averaged out 2 per refresh, and we were lucky enough to get 3 on this last one. So really you're only getting 6. So 6 a day. That will definitely take you to the unlock of Olaf, and he will unlock at 3 stars. But then you have to remember you need to get Sven up as well, and Sven is also Grand Campaign. So yeah, that might be a bit of an issue. If your drop rates are slightly better, then yeah, you might just eke out another. For me, it's going to be 19 there, but it'll be 25 total to get yourself up to 3-star for Sven as well, to get into that next tier. And then you're still not unlocking Elsa, but you'll at least be clearing level 3 of the event. So free to play, to sum up, you're going to be able to possibly get up to level 3 of Into the Unknown, and more than likely without a serious cache of gems left over or anything else coming your way. That is all you are going to get out of this time around, which is fine. So be prepared. Be sure you know that going into this. This is a a process here. All of the events are, and with this new format, it's bearing out about the same. I'm reasonably happy with that. For if you're going to go entirely free to play, then you kind of knew you were going to be waiting a couple of events. Unfortunately, you won't be able to get a lower unlock, but like we said, this is pretty much the first legendary character they're putting in the game in this kind of format. And I guess the only thing left to do is remind you that the live show this week is going to be on Saturday. That's going to be 5 p.m. West Coast time, and it'll be 8 o'clock on East Coast. Hopefully, we will have most of the regular gang there. That's going to be Ludgate, possibly Diemaker and Danny. The real IRL might pop by. Until then, for me, as always, guys, thanks for hanging out, and I will see you guys at the live show when next time your head is in the clouds.